Hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. Victoria here, Radiant Moon Tarot. We have your February 2024 money and career reading up for you guys. So let's have a look and see what we've got in the month ahead. So, messages for Capricorn. Thank you very much. We have an energy of peace coming out of here. So this can be peace of mind, okay? This can be peaceful resolutions in the workplace, or this can be peacefully resolving some money issues. So this can be really wonderful energy. This can all be a state of your energy here as well, right? If you're making some decisions or whatever trajectory that you see yourself on with your money, with your career path, you're feeling calm. You're feeling at peace with the decisions that you've made, and this can actually be really wonderful for you. We also have come to the edge coming out here for you guys. This is awesome. So this is very similar to the Fool card. Take a leap of faith and jump into something new. Coming to the edge is getting prepared for something exciting. So some of you have some really exciting changes coming up for you. Perhaps there is going to be a new job opportunity opening up for you, or you are looking for one. You're putting yourself out there and you're getting excited about what you're finding. So this can be a really great energy for you. But come to the edge is all about getting ready, getting prepared to take that leap of faith and to step forward into something really quite exciting. So get into that energy, get into that mindset, and really, get excited about something here for you. You might be getting some gifts, okay, or some doors opening up for you. And for some of you, there could potentially be a personal relationship that has an impact on your finances, and this is in a very positive way. So you could be getting engaged, married, and getting married. You could be receiving an inheritance, something in there that does affect your family finances or your finances that you share with another person. We have the Golden Journey coming in there for you. Okay, so this particular deck, this is called the the Golden Journey Tarot. All right, and it does have a few extra cards in it, and there's no specific meaning to these cards, right? So it's basically one of those things where you figure out what it is for you as a reader. And in this one, this is kind of like the yellow brick road. The path is paved with gold. The Golden Journey means that your path ahead is lined with success and prosperity and abundance. The path ahead is all about your dreams, your goals, your vision. And it's not always the easy path, but it is definitely a rewarding path for you guys here. So, and again, it can be about new beginnings, but it can be about taking the next step in your journey, but it leads you towards where you want to get to. And again, it's like very gold energy. Gold brings abundance. Gold is very luxurious energy, right? And it is exactly what we want in our money reading, right? So this is awesome. So you're certainly on the path to prosperity and success. We have the Judgment card here with the Two of Swords. So here's the interesting thing. So with the Judgment card, right, this is where something hidden may come to light. Something that you may not see at the moment may be revealed to you, and you may discover something, all right? But it's something where you need to make an important decision. And with the Two of Swords here, the Two of Swords says that, I need to make a decision. How am I going to do that? I'm not sure what I want, or I'm not sure if this is a yes or this is a no, or if I'm on the right direction, or if I'm on the right choice, or even where I want to go. So the Two of Swords energy is where we go within. We put the blindfold on, so to speak. We kind of cross our arms over our chest here, because sometimes in this energy, you don't need external influences for you to make a decision, right? So this can be for some of you here where you are going internal to connect with your thoughts, with your intuition, with your feelings, and to gain some clarity and insight as to what you really want. Is this the right opportunity for me? Is it time to let something go? Is it time to move forward? Do I have a second chance, right? What do I need to clear out of my path here? And what choice is right for me? So in order to not be confused anymore, right, we do need to kind of go within and make the right choice. The Judgment card does show that there may be something here that you are clearing away, some baggage, some fears, some doubts, right? So that you can move forward in a better direction. And this can be really quite awesome for you guys, right? The Judgment card, we can bring things to an end, right? We can have some final final conclusions here, final decisions here. And come to the edge can speak to that journey that lays ahead of you, right? So, for some of you, this is about leaving a home behind and moving to a new home. This can be about leaving a job behind, or even just a position, and you're moving on to a better position or a better job or a better company, right? This can be where you're leaving doubts and fears and worries behind, and you have a way more optimistic outlook for the future. So there's something leaving perhaps here for some of you to follow something a little bit better. But I also do feel the Judgment card here is getting you prepared for the next step of your journey, which is filled with a lot of successes, a lot of triumphs, and things that you want, not without its ups and downs, as everything does, but ultimately your path forward in a wonderful, wonderful way. The Two of Swords does show as well for some of you that there's a need to find balance in your life somewhere, okay? Because, it's hard holding up those two swords, right? And in order to do that, right, we need to make sure they're both in perfect alignment. So this can be where things are starting to line up for you. Things are starting to come into balance for you, right? Things are starting to be quite harmonious in their in the doors that are opening for you, right? You need to make decisions, right? Is this good? Is this not good? But the Two of Swords, yeah, you may need to have a look and see what needs to go, or what do I need to change in my life in order for me to lighten my burdens, to lighten my load a little bit, or to find more balance in my life. Now, for some of you, maybe you just need to have an all-important conversation, right? Get things out in the open. Judgment card, be very clear. Judgment card, right? Because Judgment card can bring clarity, and this can come via a conversation. So, this can be where you right some wrongs, where you sort some things out, where you put up some boundaries, or where you have a discussion with somebody, especially about your money. And this is where, you kind of sort things out a little bit better, share responsibilities, share bills, that kind of thing. So again, if any of you have a personal relationship where you're all of a sudden going to be sharing your finances or sharing your home, right? This is where, or if you've got an existing one that needs fixing, right? This is where we talk about things, get things out in the open, and we deal with them. The Judgment card may represent that some of you have a opportunity to right some wrongs, correct a situation, but you also may have a second chance at something. So if at some point you may have felt as though something had passed you by, or maybe something wasn't the right time, now this is where things are lining up for you, and the timing may be right for a second chance, a second go at something, a second try, right? So you might be making that decision. But I feel like there is a need to find clarity, and with the Judgment card coming in here, you will get the clarity that you're looking for. We have the Five of Wands here, and this is your blessings position, okay? Now, the Five of Wands is usually one that can represent a little bit of a challenge. It can bring in some drama, some struggle. It can bring in competing personalities, that kind of thing. And but it's also a card of training, right? And we train for something. So there could be something opening up for you that you've been training for, that you've been working hard for. And, when the time is right, the time is right, right? So, sometimes we don't get what we're really looking for because we're not quite ready. But you've been working hard, you've been training for something in your life here, and this is where that hard work and dedication is paying off for you. But the Five of Wands can also be that card of competition, competing for what it is that you want, what you desire. And I often do get the Five of Wands that comes up in singles readings for love, right? And also money readings, right? So if you're looking to change career or get a better paying job or something like that, or even if you're looking to kind of buy a house or anything that where other people want what you want, right? You're all trying to fight for the same goal, the same dream, right? You're competing for that and for those things. Even if you're buying a house, right? There's probably other bidders in the market, right? That kind of thing. So this card quite often does come up then. Whole bunch of people, right? Competing for the same object, the same goal, the same outcome. So when the Five of Wands comes up in your blessings position, your ability to compete and come out on top is your blessing, right? You're not shying away from drama. You might be healing situations, right? You could be righting some wrongs, getting some things back on track. All of that is wonderful, right? Because you're overcoming obstacles and challenges somewhere along your journey, quite often involving other people here as well. It could be a peaceful resolution to something, just saying. You could also be sidestepping some drama, like, I'm just not going to get involved. I'm just going to go over here and have a cup of coffee. You know, that can be a blessing for you as well, to extract yourself from situations. But with this energy as well, if you put yourself out there and compete for what it is that you want, that you're looking for, you will succeed. But sometimes, yes, sometimes we have to say no to things, right? Because this Two of Swords with, right? Ye shall not pass. Sometimes we have those important decisions to make. And this is why we go within, right? Is this right for me? Is this what I want? Is this going to set me up for success in the future? Is this too risky, or is this too safe, right? So in this energy, you could be turning something down, and this is a blessing for you, right? Because you might be seeing some red flags, or you just might not be feeling all the feels. But again, for some of you, you could have a second chance at something here. But if you compete and you put yourself out there for what you want, the energy is right for you here to come out on top. And there's a yes and there's a no. Okay, we have the Devil card coming out here, and we have the Ace of Swords. Yes. So we can potentially, few things going on here. Oh, things always get exciting when the Devil card comes out, doesn't it? But if you're going to get the Devil card, we either want him in the reverse or we want him in your blessings position. Okay. Now you can turn a negative into a positive. All right. You can also have the potential to resolve a challenging situation, right? There can also be a catalyst for change. There's always a catalyst for change somewhere. And in this energy, if you are, let's say, in a working environment somewhere, and maybe you are just at your wit's end, there's a lot of drama and infighting, there's a toxic work environment, right? Or one where you work 50 million hours and part of them are probably volunteer hours, and you feel tied to your job and you're like, it's not even making me happy. What happens? In comes the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords releases you from your shackles, releases you from things that are keeping control over you, or keeping you tied or stuck. This is showing you that you all of a sudden may have a major epiphany and a major burst of clarity. The Ace of Swords is, I've made a decision and I'm sticking with it, and I know that this is the right decision for me. So whether you are deciding now is the time for change, I don't have to live like this, and then boom, out the door you go. There's something better out there, because Spirit says here in this, if we take back our control and take back our personal power, the power is yours to find what you want. The Ace of Swords is where we do get that clarity that we're looking for. We get a focus, right? And where it is a big yes card, okay? Like a very big yes card, all right? So yes, there can be doors opening for you. Yes, you can release yourself from this Devil energy. And the Devil energy, I mean, this can be where your fears can hold you back, right? The Devil energy is the darker side, right? The shadow side of things. This is obsession and control, or the things that you need to control or feel you need to control, or the things that have control over you in some way, right? So our fears, our addictions, the things that are tempting to us. Can be a release of focus too much on your physical world, right? And maybe see that there might be a better path, a better way, right? So whatever it is, that Ace of Swords is helping us with that sword to release, to cut away things that are not healthy, that are not good, right? And even if you're not making physical changes, if you're in a situation that's really not healthy for you in regards to your money, right? This is showing you that it's a very decisive energy. You've got clarity now. You can see your future, and yes, you have the ability here to break away, even if it's just mentally and spiritually and emotionally right now, if not physically, right? Because sometimes we need to take a little more action. And yes, we have opportunities opening up, but sometimes they take a while to come to fruition, or we need to put ourselves out there and find them. Things unfold as they're meant to. But I feel here part of your blessing as well is if you've been like really obsessed with something here, this is giving you a little bit of freedom from that. Okay. And if we think of manifestation, quite often, I mean, the aces are typically gifts from spirit, gifts from the universe. They are also closely tied to manifestation. And sometimes in this energy, we can recognize what energy we are putting out there and what we're embracing that is actually blocking the good or the new from coming in. And the Judgment card will help you release anything from the shadow, and the Devil card lives in the shadow, right? So this is what I'm letting go of. This is what I'm afraid of. This is where I'm releasing myself. This is where I'm finding freedom, right? So whether it's internal or external, you're doing that. But the Devil card also, whenever the Devil card shows up, what do we need? Boundaries and perspective. And we've already talked about some boundaries and finding balance, right? The Judgment card, maybe you look at things from a higher perspective, right? So this does give us a little bit of foresight or insight in this energy as well. Now, there could also potentially be something that comes in for you, okay, that is exciting, okay, fairly positive, maybe something that you win. But it could be something really positive, but it has a little bit of strings attached. All right. And I'll use a very personal, very real example. All right. About a year and a half ago. Yes, year and a half ago. So I had been looking for a new job, day job, right? Muggle job for a couple of years, right? And I was going to make some moves before, the world shut down and whatnot. And then I'm like, I think I'm just happy to have a job right now. So I kind of put things on the back burner. I found a wonderful job opportunity, and, the interviews went swimmingly well and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't pull cards for myself before I went to it because I didn't need to. But when it came time to kind of make a decision, or I was kind of curious what the outcome would be, I pulled out some cards. And so I pulled out, I think, the 10 of Pentacles, which was wonderful. I pulled out the King of Pentacles, which was even better. And then I got the Devil card. And so I had to sit there and interpret what that meant. And for me, what that meant was, you're getting exactly what you want. You're getting a really good paycheck. You're in a leadership position, which I am. I deal with contracts, and I also manage a bunch of people, all that kind of stuff. I'm problem solver 101. And, but the double-edged sword is my workload. I want a hell of a workload, let me tell you. I also, Devil energy, have a lot of problems that I need to deal with in a day, right? Because I'm the one that's there to resolve these things, right? Usually contractually based, or, whatever else, do some legal things and stuff like that. So with that Devil card, I knew that I was getting everything that I wanted, but there was going to be something there that I had to kind of decide whether I could live with it or not. And things have actually turned out quite well. I mean, there was about a 6-month stretch there. That was fun. About a 6-month stretch there, starting at Venus retrograde in the summer, by the way, where everything kind of, felt like it went to crap and whatever, and it did. But now things are back on track, and things have turned around. Things have gotten better. Now I've got a raise and all that kind of stuff. I still have a heavy workload, but because of decisions I've made and people that I've gotten rid of and changes I've made in the department, things have gotten better. So in this energy, the Devil card, yes, it was showing me a warning, right? Like, yes, this is wonderful. Yes, this is positive, right? But there's a little bit of a heads up here for you. And so it's basically up to me. Do I take this? Is it worth it? Right? And turns out that, yeah, it has been worth it, right? Not without its difficulties, though. So, sometimes that Devil card is really just coming up, that there may be something that is coming in for you, or something that's available to you. And overall, it is a big yes, right? It's what you want, but there's something there that you need to decide. Is this something that you can live with, right? And it quite often has to do with money or workload, or your hours, or things like that, right? Or problems that you need to deal with along the way. So, but you could be making a very important decision with that. Now, don't forget, some of you may be saying no. You might be being like, hell no, right? There's something better out there for me, right? So you could be turning something down, but that's a benefit for you. We have the Page of Wands here for you as well. Now, this is the challenge of saying yes, the challenge of moving forward, right? The Page of Wands usually brings in some exciting energy, is very closely tied with manifestation, okay? So for some of you here, part of the Devil energy, you're letting go of control, right? And obsessing over the outcome of something. You're being more open, you're being more observant and more aware, but you're not obsessing. And that's part of the blessing, because otherwise what's happening is you're creating blocks, you're creating obstacles, you're creating more of a challenge for yourself than you need to. All right. Now, the Page of Wands can also be that there's something very exciting here for you, okay? And you are being a little bit impatient, okay? You really want this to happen right here, right now, or there's something exciting and the fears come up. The fear of change, the fear of something new, the fear of more responsibility, the fear of the unknown, the fear of taking action. So, with the Page of Wands, the pages do represent good news, but they also represent exciting adventures, especially the Page of Wands, and typically forward momentum. So moving forward with an idea, or moving forward to find that new opportunity for you that brings you more security and abundance in your life, right? Sometimes that's scary. So we have to work through that energy, right? It's not that you can't, because you can. Now we also have the 3 and the 4 of Pentacles coming out there as well. So some of you, you are trying to create something, the 4 of Pentacles, you're looking for stability, security, but you're also looking for growth. And sometimes in this energy, part of the challenge may be that there's something that you don't know. Right? So if there's something you don't know, there could be sources of information, of knowledge that you can reach out to, where you can get the information, the resources, the knowledge that you need. Okay, you might have to pay for it. 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles, we do tend to be a little bit, I don't want to spend too much money, okay? But there might be something here that can be very rewarding, Page of Wands, that pays off. So you get value for your money. Right? So in the 4 of Pentacles, we sometimes do need to be a little conservative in our approach to spending money. The difference between wants and needs, right? Because we can get very excited about something, right? And then we can overspend. Or we can be a little too miserly here in this energy, and we can miss out on an opportunity because we've been a little too stingy. And so if there's somewhere where you need to invest in you, right, in some way, this will pay off for you, but we've got to tighten the purse, or loosen the purse strings a little bit, shall we say, right? So we don't want to tighten them too much, right? If we tighten them too much, we're going to get ourselves stuck again. All right, so you might need to loosen the purse strings there a little bit as well. But some of you really do need to tap into previously unknown or new sources of inspiration. Okay. And that can be hard to do. We can get that from other people sometimes. All right. But there could also be here a little bit of fear around collaboration, around working with people, a little bit of fear maybe around, not having enough money, that kind of thing. Right. But I feel with the Page of Wands, you're overwhelmingly feeling positive. So there could be some delays, some obstacles, some challenges you need to deal with, something you don't know that you need to find out, maybe seek out, pay for like a consultant, or maybe even grab a course or two to put under your belt as well. Because part of what I'm drawn back to the Devil card, of course, this is your card, Capricorn, right? And so in this energy, if you've been feeling a little bit lack of confidence, right? This can be where you get your power and your confidence back, right? You believe in yourself and you're making the right choices, the right decisions for you. Right? We forget sometimes that there's so much going on, usually with the Devil card, right? We forget sometimes that it's you, right? It's your energy, it's your card, right? And this is your blessing. Your blessing is you do you, right? You're making the right choices, the right decisions for yourself. So whatever your situation is, trust yourself to make the right decisions. And we have the 8 of Wands here as advice from Spirit. You have the ability to embrace the future, to make the right decisions, to move forward, overcome obstacles, and to manifest things into your life. Get out of your comfort zone, or Spirit's going to shake you up, okay? In this energy here, we do have the Tower, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. Don't procrastinate too long to get what it is that you're looking for, because that's when Spirit sends you a Tower. And in the 7 of Pentacles energy, we're assessing, we're looking at things, we're devising a strategy, we're looking at a plan, that kind of thing. We're looking for a different way. And, the thing is that in this energy, sometimes we can think about something too long. We can assess something a little too long, or we're missing something. And this is quite often the Tower where we do get shaken up a little bit. The Tower always comes in for our best and highest good, okay? But it is something where we feel like things are changing or like destructing in a very powerful way. The Tower is here to cleanse and purge the old, to make room and space for the new. So we can do it the gentle way with the Judgment card, or we can do it the chaotic way with the Tower. What do you prefer? I like to be a little bit more in control, but that's okay. But Spirit can also be saying to you here that yes, it's time to get out of your comfort zone, face your fears, and do what kind of scares you or makes you uncomfortable, right? That's how we get growth. That's how we get opportunities, right? Is to face our fears and get out of our comfort zone. Because otherwise, you know, we don't necessarily always want a Tower moment, only because we're not necessarily in control of it. So external forces at play. And if you look at a workplace that's going downhill, as an example, right? It's like, I gotta take a leap of faith, okay, before that decision is made for me, right? So you take that power back. The Tower card is always where a reminder that whatever we're doing, we always have a foundation. Four of Pentacles. We always have a foundation. We always have a jumping off point. We always have the wisdom, skills, knowledge, and experience that we've built up. And anything that's not meant to be or that is not working for us anymore, out the door. And that can be jobs, it can be people, it can be ways of thinking, right? But we're making room, we're clearing the path for something better to come in. So don't procrastinate too long, okay? Seven of Pentacles. Get moving, get shaken, right? And be aware of opportunities around you, because there may be some really exciting news coming in here for you, or really exciting doors opening for you. I'm going to leave that there for you folks. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please like, share, subscribe, all of that wonderful stuff. It really does help my channel. I thank you so much. I hope you have a fantastic February, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.